Happy Friday, everyone! This video will explain your assignment for today. First, you need to read the Testamentum story. That is the last story of Stage 20 and the very last story of the Cambridge Latin Book 2. Yay, we're almost there. After you read the story, you need to answer the questions at the bottom of the story, and all of these things will be collected in Shobi. When you finish that, there's a verb practice assignment, and again, all of these things are going to be collected in Shobi. If you should find yourself with extra time, then you need to work on Quizlet English to Latin because you will be having that vocabulary quiz, English to Latin, on Monday. Okay, let's take a peek at this Testamentum story. Notice it's on page 172 of the Stage 20 webbook. You are allowed to use Tappy Tappy if you like. Testamentum is the will of Barbalus. So a will in Roman times, just like in modern times, was considered a legal document, and there were certain ways of saying things. One phrase that shows up quite often in the will is this phrase, do lego. Right here, you see one example, do lego, and another one over here, and another one over here. The literal translation is I give, I choose, and what it really means is I give something to someone in my will. And I think in English they say I give and bequeath something to my favorite child or whatever. So don't freak out when you see this phrase, do lego. All it means is that I'm giving this to someone. You should also be aware that this is a 2-page story if you're doing it out of the book. This is, of course, the second page. The questions that you need to answer are here after the story on the second page. So if you're using Tappy Tappy, you need to open the web book to see the questions. One thing I would like you to notice is in section question 4, what instructions does Barbalus give about each of his slaves? I am expecting multiple answers. Barbalus lists multiple slaves that get things or that happen, things happen to, and I want you to name all of them. So there's one, Philadelphus, and then there's a Marcus, and there's Anna, and he also mentions all the other slaves. So when you answer question 4, I'm expecting you to give me information for all of these people. So when you answer these questions, I would like you to answer them in complete sentences. You can put them in Notability or whatever app you want. Just submit them as a PDF to Shobi when you are done. The last part of today's lesson is a verb study worksheet. Let's go through them together. See, read through the vocabulary checklist. You're going to need to refer to the Stage 20 vocab checklist. For part A, you have to find and list the 10 perfect tense verb forms, circle the perfect tense sign, and then translate. I will take you through the first one as an example. When we look at the Stage 20 list here, the first verb is arkesso. Here it is. The perfect tense form, of course, is the third part of the dictionary entry. Remember, the first part is the present tense, the second part is the infinitive, and the third part is the perfect form. So first, you're going to write arkesiwi. This is what we would write on the line. And then you have to circle the part that shows you it's perfect, and in this instance, of course, it's that V, because that's the Superman uses X-ray vision sign. And then you would write a translation. Since it's perfect tense, you would say, I summoned. So again, you're going to take this whole principal part, write it on the line. You would underline or circle the V to show that's the perfect tense marker. And then you would write the English translation of this verb in the perfect tense. So it would say something like, I summoned. For the second part, part B, you have to find the 10 infinitives, list them, and translate them. And if the verb is irregular, you have to denote it with the IRR. So, for example, we're going to go back to arkesso. Arkesso, arkesere, arkesiwi. Remember, the infinitive is the second verb form, because that's always the second one. You would put it there. You would translate it as to summon, because infinitives are translated with the word to. You would identify it as third conjugation, because it has a short E there. And so this line would say, arkesere, to summon, third conjugation. Notice it says use IRR for any irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, just in case you've forgotten, are those that don't end in A-R-E, E-R-E, short E-R-E, or I-R-E. This is first, second, third, fourth conjugation. So any verb that doesn't have this on the end is considered irregular, and you would write IRR for that spot in Part B. When you're finished with this sheet, I would like you to submit this to Shobi as well. Okay, again, quick recap. Read the Testamentum story, answer the questions in Shobi, complete the verb practice sheet, and study Quizlet English to Latin for your vocabulary quiz on Monday. That's all. You have plenty to do, and have a great day.